Yeah. Good day. Thank God we made it, man. This is made in the 1980s. So glad you could come back and tune in. I got my guy back in the building, man. We're gonna get right to the intro because we got a lot to talk about again today. And the last time he was here went so well that we don't need to do too much fluff and pomp and circumstance. Wang Dang Doodle is back. Welcome, sir.
Glad to be here, my brother. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So,
No better place.
you know what I'm saying? For everybody that's wondering, we are doing these episodes without any kind of reaction of how y'all even feel about what we're doing. So I can't wait till we really get the feedback about the shows and the guests and the episodes because I think the last time we did this, it was pretty damn interesting.
I had a great time. Had a great time.
Yeah. So how's the week been? Like what anything that you would like to share with just the people out there about like how your week has went, because we winding down now. This, for everybody to know, this is a Friday when we're doing this. Is like a Friday evening. And for most grown folks, we might go out, but then we absolutely might not be going no damn where. So
I'm on that spectrum, the not going anywhere spectrum.
I dig it.
Hey, 40 is different, man. Hey.
Sure.
But no, man, this week, man, I got to pull the motorcycle out for about an hour this week.
All right.
And
that's big in February. In February in the Midwest, that's big.
That is major in the Midwest. Being able to pull the bike out in February, that is a major deal. So that was the highlight of my week.
Okay. Shoot, I'll say this. Because we're still in the winter. We're heading into spring. But a lot of people don't know, but Freeport, Illinois is actually colder than Chicago, like day for day. Like it's just colder. Yeah. It's about you sometimes you can get up to a 5 to 10 degrees difference, and we're further north, so we get more snow. Even though we may not get the wind and the ice to that degree, but in February, did you ever think, especially when you were growing up, that you'd be pulling the bike out?
Absolutely not. February's in Northern Illinois. February in Northern Illinois is the coldest month.
Yes. Absolutely.
February, it's painful. And that is not even like a bar. It's painful to walk outside.
Yeah. I would have prayed for the amount of school days that our kids get now. I was praying for those when we were little.
Yeah, we could never be so lucky.
Yeah, absolutely not. You be out there. That's when we from the era where you always find that one like just wild kid that was willing to put their tongue on the metal pole and see if it was or not. You know what I mean? There used to be frostbite warnings, but we still was out there with like mittens and like scarves over our face. Like they didn't really care about kids until like the 2000s. Like kids going to school, they did not care about us.
I remember my mom shooting me up one day to go play in the snow. I didn't have no snow boots. So she took some old plastic bags from the grocery store. She put my foot in the plastic bag. Then I put my foot in the shoe. Then I didn't have no gloves. So she put some plastic bags over my hands. And then hit me with the tube sock.
Oh yeah, over it.
Hit me with the tube sock over it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
So you got the right grip when you're trying to make the snowballs out.
We out here. It don't even matter. We out here.
Absolutely, man. That is one that's hilarious. But but that's what you did back in the day. Like you got creative. Like I didn't really own a sled at first. I had the top of the garbage can.
Top of the trash can.
And like you got one of those, Or if it was I've also done though real life. I've also done the storage lid, the Tupperware joint, the big plastic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, hey, it's a flat surface. This gonna go. This gonna work.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work, and it worked well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, so great walk down memory lane. While we still walking, let's keep traveling. We were having a conversation off mic a little bit between the last two times that we've seen each other about just TV and movie stars that we wanted to be like. And there's a list. Obviously, you kind of got to go to them by decade. We'll cover the 80s first, and I definitely, maybe if it's time today, maybe we'll do some 90s today, and like that's just like a prequel or something like that. But
okay,
do you remember the first television or movie star that you absolutely want to be like? It was like, wow, this is the guy, person, thing, whatever I wanted to be like.
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know what his name was until I was older.
Okay.
So I called him by this movie title up until I was probably 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
Carl Weathers, Action Jackson.
Yo, hey. Yo.
Action Jackson was that nigga.
Yo, rest in peace, Carl Weathers. I was gonna have a name your top 5 that you wanted to be like on my list. Sergeant Jericho, Action Jackson.
Action Jackson.
Hey, listen, I don't know if y'all have ever checked me out on the show called The First Black Champ Podcast, but we paid homage to Carl Weathers because for me, Wang, he was like the first black superhero to me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I love the Rocky series. I think the Rocky series is the greatest inspirational tale in movies like ever.
I agree.
And his work as Apollo Creed, I was like, yo, this is long before I really knew who Muhammad Ali was. And before y'all try to stone me, look, I'm not here to cap. I wasn't alive in the 50s and 60s. I didn't start watching boxing until like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler. Like that's the first fight I remember seeing. So I don't know about Muhammad Ali like that, but I know Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed. And Apollo Creed was the dude. So then later, when I see him as Action Jackson, I was like, he's the greatest of all time. like he is the absolute best. Like he can knock people out, and then he can run and chase down taxis and hop on them, and like he the man, like, you know what I'm saying? Vanity like him, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is lit. So yes, hey. Action Jackson was the dude.
Was that dude?
And you cannot, and he can never be replaced, man. Man, rest in peace, Carl Weathers, man.
Rest in peace, man. Yeah. But not to be, we not gonna act like Mr. T.
Man, yo.
We not gonna act like Clubber Lang was not that guy.
Man, listen. I just finished watching the all like 6 Rockies like 2 weeks ago. Like, no joke.
Rocky binge watching.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do it every once in a while just to remind yourself of who you are and what you're trying to get out here and get done. Listen, man, there's got to be, just something that is just stated like, we need to sign a petition or something. I need to know how Mr. T didn't get the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Rocky 3, because, hey, yo, all my life, like the things that he said in that movie, he's so reckless in the 80s talking like that.
Hey.
Don't turn your back on me.
It was this ongoing joke. Me and the man Jarvis Holland. Shout out Jarvis.
Yo, what up, Jay? Jay Holland.
Well, we would just randomly look at each other from the interview where when they asked Clubber Lang,
what
are you planning to do? What is your prediction? Pain. And we would just randomly do that shit to each other for no reason at all. It's just like, of all the things that you could have said, that's what you hit us with. But the shit, it just fit though. It just fits.
It does. Hey, my mom got me so good one day with a Clubber Lang Rocky line. I was mad I couldn't go somewhere and do something. I forgot. I really don't even remember. Because that was just me. I just want to be outside. But she hit me with she was like, go to your room. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off. And I was like, hey, I'm so mad. I started laughing. I started walking in the room and started laughing. I was like, oh my God, she got me. She got me. I was like, because that's the bar. And you better get the bad look before I knock it off. He was like, yo, I was like, yo, he tells Apollo Creed. Hey, that's what made him so hard though. Because Apollo Creed was the nigga. And he didn't come none of that. He disrespected all of that. He was like, look, I'm from Chicago. I don't care about none of that stuff you talking. He was like, I will knock you out too. I'll knock you out before this fight even start. I was like, he's the hardest ever. He's the hardest boxer ever.
That make you wonder though, when you hear the dialogue of that movie.
Yeah. Was
it written or were they just allowing him to talk?
Hey, right. And I'll tell you this. He had to go off script a couple of times. He had to go off script in that ring, and he had to go off script when they was at the monument, where he was like, "Say woman, say woman."
Like, I can't believe nobody wrote that dialogue. Like, no.
Ain't no way. I mean, and look, and especially as you think about how just segregated movies were at that time, and how Black actors really wasn't getting the spot to be like real, like authentic villains. You've never heard nobody talking like that in the movie.
Never.
Happened. Yeah, hey yo, I gotta get Sylvester Stallone. We gotta talk to Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, hey, look, hey yo, him and Mr. T. I'm like, yo, keep it real. Keep it a whole rack. Like, did y'all write any of the stuff that he was saying like in this movie?
I refuse. Look, they gave that man a template. This is the layout.
Yeah.
And he said, watch me work.
Yeah.
Because he was mad niggerish throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, hey, straight up. Hey, that was everything that you would define, what people would try to define as Chicago nigga. Like, man, Clubber Lang was that.
Clubber Lang was that.
Hey, and what's so great about the character that it's timeless. Like, I watched it in 2024. I was like, no, I still believe him. I still believe he with all the smoke. I still believe you better not approach him the wrong way. You get knocked out. He was like, "Shuffle, man." Hey, it's so crazy, but yes.
Motherfucker take that song, goddamn it, about loving his mama, goddamn it, shit, and think shit sweet.
Man,
but the T probably still get on your ass.
All right. Yeah, man. Oh man, this is awesome. This is excellent. So now I gotta know, because we cover Action Jackson, we cover Clubber Lang. Do you have a top 5 of just other people? Do you want, or is there somebody that we just cannot leave out the conversation right now?
A top 5 in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
In no particular order. And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
Most of mine are probably going to be black.
For sure.
Because it's just who I related to. I mean, and we wonder why. But anyway, Axel Foley.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop.
Axel Foley, man. He was a cop, but he was just the coolest motherfucker with the whoop your ass too.
Yeah.
Would get on your ass. Right. Straight out of Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, had charisma, fast talker, motherfucker beat the shit out of you. I mean, Axel May being a cop look cool as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And he was above the law.
Yeah. That was so wild too. If you think about the time, it's like, you know, because we're not really coherent about who the police are to us. You know,
Right.
Because like we dare kids, we officer friendly kids. And
Right.
our officer friendly was black too, by the way.
Yeah. Our officer friendly was black.
So we're not aware that, oh no, cops hate the police. Like I ain't seen do the right thing yet. by the time I see Beverly Hills Cop.
There you go. so growing up,
like I can show up with the shit on, and I'm out here fighting. Like,
man, hey, no uniform. I got my Detroit Lions jacket on. God damn it, with my kicks, and
right.
I don't look like no cop.
Right.
Yo, I'm young. I don't know nothing about police brutality and
right.
Yeah, we was told being a cop was something, something cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And
then you present me Axel Foley?
Like, I was like, oh, word. Oh, it's up.
Oh, shit. Hey, nigga, career choice already been chosen.
Man. That's a fact.
But let me see.
Yeah, who else on your list?
Let me see. So we got Clever Lane. Yes. We got Axel Jackson, Axel Foley.
Yeah.
Let me see. 5. Fuck.
Let me help you out. Because I know one that you definitely want to be. One of these two gentlemen. And I actually have them at a dead heat because as a child, I wanted to be one character in this movie. But as I got older, I definitely wanted to be the other character in this movie. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy.
So dumb.
He catches bullets with his teeth.
He catches bullets.
The glow. You are the last dragon. You possess
the power of the glow.
Listen, if you were a black child of the 80s and you saw Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, you didn't want to be Bruce Leroy, I don't know where your life is right now. I have no clue. But
yeah. hey, for real though. Hey, Bruce Leroy, first person to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Thank you.
First person to go Super Saiyan.
You know what I'm saying? He come out.
Who the fuck is Goku?
Hey, my favorite line out of the movie is when they nab Laurel Charles, Eddie Arcadian. They nab Laurel Charles and she got the spot. And Bruce Leroy busts in there. And my man looked at him, he was like, yo, I didn't order takeout. Get it. I was like, whoa, hold up. Hey, yo, I didn't order takeout. Like, he was jumping up Chinese food. And that was wild. That was one of the wildest lines in the movie in the 80s I could ever remember. Man, Bruce Leroy, when we were kids, he was a dude. But hey, by the time I got to high school, undoubtedly wanted to be show enough.
Absolutely.
Even though I would never disrespect Pizza Shack or Semino's like that, I always wanted to walk into a pizza place where I didn't like what was playing. It was like, what?
Kick the jukebox.
It was like, shut up, bitch. Then Thrust kicked the hell out the jukebox.
Kick the shit out the jukebox.
Oh, hey, man.
One of my favorite lines was the Leroy Green's slogan. Direct your pizza to Leroy Green's Pizza.
Yeah, man. Yo, hey, Barry Gordy's the last dragon. So many quotables. Man, hey, that was the first time I ever heard "nigga please" used, and I had not stopped using it since then. When he showed up at the movie, when showing up pulling to the movie theater, and what's so gangster about all of this is, first off top, my man come in there like a movie ain't playing.
Yeah.
Like everybody watching the flick, he like, yeah, hey, what up? Who the baddest? Who the meanest? I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, oh, he don't care about nothing going on right now. Then he get right in Leroy's line and just swinging. And talking about his things. Like he catching bullets with his teeth. Oh, nigga, please. like, yo, hey. And then the bar of all bars, right?
Here we go.
Bar of all bars. He was like, get up, Leroy. I got something real for your ass in these hands. I was like, oh, whoa. Hey, yo, I'm using that.
But the most iconic line in the movie,
yo,
kiss my Converse.
Hey, he was dead ass too. Like, he wasn't going to leave until he did it, though.
No, you will kiss the tip of this Chuck Taylor, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna kiss the white part of this Chuck Taylor, motherfucker.
It is an absolute fact, man. Sure enough, the illest dude, man. Hey, look, between Sure Enough and Clubber Lang, I can't pick. It's always a dead heat. There is no number two when it comes to them for me.
Hey, that was the origin of Black Air Force Energy.
Yeah. Hey.
That's the Black Air Force. That's Black Air Force Energy origin story right there.
Man, hey, you have not lied today on this show. You have not lied today. Yes, that undoubtedly is that they're at the top of my list personally.
That is a fantastic list.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to give an honorable mention. I want to give an honorable mention because technically this person is not a movie star or a TV star, but once I seen him on 227, he counted to me. All right. So once I seen this episode of 227, the game changed for me. I was like, yo, I want to be like my man. It's like he the illest now. He the illest. And that is the one and only, the original king of R&B, Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Hey, yo, when Bobby Brown was on 227, and
I forgot he was on 227.
hey, and they showed the music video at the end of the show with the class, and he walked in with the glasses, and he took them off and started hitting this step on them. I was like, yo, Bobby Brown's so cold. Oh, he cold as hell.
Hey, Bobby was ill. Yeah, Bobby was ill.
Absolutely. So even though he's technically not a TV or movie star, even though I think he was in Ghostbusters, he was on the soundtrack.
He was on the soundtrack.
So, hey, look, I'm giving Bobby Brown the honorable mention in the past. It's like he definitely in the top 5 of people I wanted to be like when I was growing up. That's it.
Bobby Brown was most definitely a cool ass nigga, man.
Absolutely.
Dress fly as hell, dance like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted the Gumby slow.
Man.
My mom would never let me get it though.
Hey, mine wouldn't either. Hey, my mom made me cut my hair off. And I was like, oh no, I want the Bobby Brown. It's like, you don't take care of your shit. You gotta get this cut off. I'm like, you ain't letting me do it though.
Yeah, my mom was not letting me fuck with the Bobby Brown Gumby slow.
Yeah. Yo, I would have came out there with that. With the hammer pants from Russell Myers, Jerry. I would have killed y'all at
you have some hammer pants too?
Absolutely. Hey, yo.
Twyla Thomas made mine. Danelle Thomas' mama, she made mine.
Really? Hey, yo. Rest in peace, Jerry Stibb. Russell mom. Philip Banks, for everybody that may not know who he is. His mom and my mom were super tight. So she'd be picking out fabrics She made me like 3-4 pair of hammer pants. I came to school in them too. Hey, again, because it's so cold in the port. One day, I'm walking, the wind ripped my shit. Well, I'm trying to run to the bus or something like that. It ripped my joint open. I was like, dang, I didn't rip my hammer pants. But I killed him the first half of the day. It was a wrap, though.
That's a great assessment on letting people know how cold it actually gets here.
Man, listen, it will
rip your fabric. It ripped your fabric. Yeah, no, not fun at all.
Yeah, not fun at all, man. So even though obviously we were young black children, young black men, and we gave y'all the list. I think we gave the most impeccable list of all time. I mean, shoot, we got Action Jackson, Axel Foley, Clubber Lang, Show Nuff, Bruce Leroy. We even threw Apollo Creed in there. I would be remiss. Oh, and Bobby Brown, the legend himself, Bobby Brown. I think that's one of the illest sevens of the 80s that you could have. So I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple people that might just be down by law based on the time we grew up in. First name I want to throw out there to you is the young guy, Marty McFly.
Marty McFly.
Back to the Future, dog.
Yes.
Listen. When in the part 2, when he put on the power laces, he changed the game. The power lace Nikes, he changed the game with those. To the point we're still trying to get them.
I still want a pair.
Absolutely. Man, listen. But because of Marty McFly and the Ninja Turtles, I had a skateboard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Edmund. He used to teach me how to skateboard when we lived across the street from each other. We'll explain that if there's another time for another show. Because I know y'all like, well, your brother lived across the street? Yeah, he did. Shout out to my pops, though. It's all love. Shout out to my pops. It's love. It's love, bro. Shoot, hey, I think Back to the Future put us all on the time travel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the Marty McFly character was so revolutionary to just those quirky things about us. Like, if you're not too cool for school, if you ain't trying to be the most hood nigga alive, then Marty McFly should be somewhere in your top 10 of people you want to be like if you grew up in the 80s or you were like an 80s baby, I feel like.
But like if you okay, the actual person, his name
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, there you go. Was really just a fly motherfucker in the 80s. Come on, man. Like,
yeah.
Like we can't even just say, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf.
Hey, listen. Yo.
Fly motherfucker, man.
You wanted something. You know what I'm saying?
Like Michael J. Fox was just he was one of the epitomes of what it was to be cool as a teen.
Yeah, for sure. Because even after Marty McFly, even after Teen Wolf, then he Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties.
Oh man, like he was the epitome of what it was to be a cool teen. Like regardless of how you decide, you can't fuck all that. You can't hate on that. He was what it was to be the cool teenager.
Absolutely. Long before Slater and Zach Morris. Long before AC Slater and Zach Morris. Marty McFly was crushing the buildings by then.
Hey, they stole the sauce, man. They stole the sauce.
Absolutely. Yo, that was and that's what was so cool, because I was like, yo, Marty McFly gotta be in here. He gotta be on the list. Because there wasn't a time, like I don't remember the 80s without Michael J. Fox, to be real.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
he was everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Salute to the king, Michael J. Fox, and all of your great characters that helped raise us and show us how to be a little cooler than we already were. You know what I'm saying? And I got two more because I'm a wrestling fan. So two people I gotta throw out there. One, we're gonna start with the love first. Because the second person I ain't supposed to like no more. So we gotta start with the love first.
I know, got a feeling I know who that person is.
Right. So first, man, it's gotta be the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man. Yeah. Macho Man was who The Rock became.
Thank you. Talk to him. Talk for real to him.
Yeah, Macho Man was who The Rock became. Like, nobody got on the mic like the Macho Man.
Yeah.
Nobody. There was no one that manned the mic like Macho Man.
Yeah.
He talked that shit. Hey, when that motherfucker turned around, goddamn it, told Elizabeth, but he told you to talk.
Did I tell you to say anything? Like, get over here.
Hey, I mean, and again, that makes you wonder. Did he actually mean what he was saying, or was that the character?
Right. Hey.
Because if that was just a character being played,
man,
that shit was believable.
Yeah, absolutely.
She went backstage and smacked Elizabeth the fuck up.
Yo, listen, the Macho Man Randy Savage. I want to put people onto something. I used to, like, when you were in like grade school, you always had a day where you make the tie-dye shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember specifically picking a color that was one of the Macho Man's tights. Made my tie-dye shirt, and I used to take like bandanas that my mom would have in the crib. Come to think about it, she had a lot of bandanas. I wonder if my mom was in the gang when I was little. I truly don't know. But I take one of them off, and then I have my sweats on, and I'd be jumping off of furniture in the crib, and I'd be showboating and waving the finger in the air. I was like, yeah, I'm really the Macho Man Randy Savage. And I would literally try to wrestle my uncles every time they come in. I'd be like, oh yeah, you don't want none of this. And they'll be like, and my Uncle Butch was like, you want some of this action? Hey, but we used to have a blast, man. And man, yeah, the Macho Man, again, one of those people of style. Again, this is WWF wrestling. I have no clue who Ric Flair is, or the first time I see the Macho Man.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? But the Macho Man was such a polarizing character. Just from the bandanas to the robes. He was the Macho King, and he was like, bow to the Macho King. And I was like, yeah, oh, you all right. Like, this is crazy.
Like you said, from the clothes, the glasses.
Yes.
Like, dude, he was icon.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was icon.
Nothing short of icon, for sure.
We didn't even know it back then, but like, dude, like I said, everybody, like I said, watching WWF, of course, they forced their favorites on you, with the one that you probably couldn't tell me that you ain't supposed to like no more. And
this guy's good. This guy's good.
Ultimate Warrior. Everybody liked Warrior though.
Yeah,
but it's like, sure. Those were the ones that they forced on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Macho Man is what the WWE is now. If you can't man the microphone, you don't have a career.
Man, listen.
If you can't get on that mic and talk that shit, you ain't got no career.
Yeah. It's you got a very small and short window for the time, and you better pull off the match of your life to buy you some more time.
Yep.
But yeah, man, the more I think about it, the Macho Man Randy Savage is probably the one wrestler that I've never booed. Like, I just loved everything about his entire character. all the times I was supposed to hate him, I didn't. I couldn't.
Yeah, even when he was a heel, he was too entertaining to not like.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was too entertaining to not like.
Man,
like,
great storyteller.
One of the best.
Yeah, man. So now we've got the praise and we got the love out the way. And now, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the Macho Man. Rest in peace of the legend, Randy Poffo, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Man, I can't front. Listen, I'm not going to rewrite history. I know cancel culture is real. I heard the audio. I've read the stories, and I get it. I get all of it. But you know what, man? There was a time in my life, Wayne, where I was praying, I was training, I was eating my vitamins, and I was believing in the power of Hulkamania.
And we all were.
You know what I'm saying? I was in the crib ripping my shirt off. Like my mom was hot. She's like, "Where'd you rip it?" I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm Hulk Hogan. Like, you don't get your ass whooped if you don't if you tear one of these shirts.
It's a wonder you still alive. Your mama should have killed you.
Yeah, facts. And especially when I learned, I was like, if I just cut it right here, I can tear it right off. Hey, I remember I went into the room and did that. And I ended up running around the house to get away from a belt, swinging that my back. I was like, yo, come on, man. I'm like, I'm Hulk Hogan. But, and, you know, it was, and dialing back to what we said before, one of the reasons why I like Hulk Hogan, because he messed with Mr. T. You can't,
he messed with Mr. T.
You know what I'm saying? Because Mr. T, again, he was not only Clubber Lang, he was also B.A. Baracus in the 18.
Yes.
Yo, I F with Mr. T heavy. So, and here's a dude that's twice his size. I'm like, damn, I'm like, he got to be the illest. So, man, I bought in heavy. You know, just like the kids want, you know what I'm saying? Just like Vince McMahon wanted. I bought in heavy to everything Hulkamania. I had the little weight training set with the jump rope and the free weights. I cried and my mom never bought me a Hulkamania shirt, but she bought me the action figures. and you know, the first pay-per-view I rented from Stars and Stripes video. If y'all know, this little Freeport talk for y'all, a little Stars and Stripes video for y'all, was WrestleMania 4. WrestleMania 4 is what made me a wrestling fan. Shout out to Kenny Lewis, though, because I remember watching wrestling in his crib because me and all his kids were cool. Me, Tina, Tracy, Marquise, we were like, I think we were like, damn near like living together like at one point. And saying all that, that was the first time I watched wrestling over somebody's crib. Turned me out. I was like, yo, this is the illest thing I've ever seen in my life. So then we go to Stars and Stripes. I rent WrestleMania 4, and it's 2 VHS tapes. It's 2 of them. And keeping in line with everything we're talking about in this segment here, Hogan is all over the entire pay-per-view, and he don't even win a match. He don't win a match. He get disqualified out the tournament. But it's at least 20 minutes of him just being Hulk Hogan. He in the ring so long that the tape cut off, and you got to watch the rest of it. Hey, but who won the tournament? Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man.
So literally, WrestleMania 4 is why Hogan and Macho are on my list, because I can't do it without them, and of course because of Mr. T. So, you know, as a grown ass man, it hurts that I'm not supposed to like this dude in public no more because he has a problem with nigger dick. It's crazy. but though, man,
oh my God,
I gotta say this. I gotta say this because we're not really keeping it all the way real when we talk about Hulk Hogan and what he had to say about his daughter. We're not keeping it 100% real. Because if we were keeping it 100% real, there's been a legion, a generation or two of Black moms and dads who have said the same thing.
Absolutely.
They just Black too. I'm going to tell y'all just like this. You talk to a Black man, hardworking Black man, work to get his family in a pretty affluent position. You know, they ain't starving. You know what I'm saying? He might be in the top 4 to 5% income. Hey, let's even throw him in the 1% because they exist. Wealthy Black people exist. And he has this beautiful daughter that he feels has a bright future ahead of her and can be anything she wants in the world because not only can he fund it, but hey, she about to put in the work. She about to put in the work. And we're just going to fast forward the time to right now. And you tell me this. She's at a party. And there's 2 brothers trying to get a hold of her, trying to get her attention, trying to get some time. One is Karl Anthony Towns, and the other one is Kodak Black. What you think that Black dad is gonna say?
Hey, you gonna pick Cat over Kodak?
Man, hey, just like Hulk Hogan said, hey, if you gonna get a nigga, get an athletic nigga, like a footballer or a basketball player, not this rap nigga. Like, and again, hey, look, I get it. He wasn't supposed to say that. He wasn't supposed to say it like that. But we've heard it. We heard it.
Okay.
We admitted that.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
For sure.
If he had said what he said without dropping the M-bomb, the Black delegation still would have been pissed off.
Facts.
They still would have been pissed off. Why she can't date a Black man?
Right.
And the reason I say that is because growing up, I was always told you don't date white women.
Hey, let's talk about it. It. We from that era. Let's talk about it.
So don't got a racist bone in my body. No. I love everybody. But what was instilled in me growing up is Black man, Black woman.
Yeah.
So does that make me racist? The Black delegation would say no.
Yeah.
But the white delegation has every right to say, yes, it is. And we really can't argue it because
on the flip,
I mean, this shit worked the same way, both sides.
Yeah. Hey, listen. And on the other side, personal story about the other side, because this kind of show that we got going on today. There was a young lady, we were in 7th grade, and she was one of them for the port. She was one of them. For the white girls in my time, she was one of them. I think, I think she still is one of them, too. We ain't gonna worry about all that. But we were talking in class one day, passing notes, and she flat out told me, Cam, I like you, but there's no way I could bring you to my house. Like, there's no way that we could date or talk or like, you could be my boyfriend. It can't happen. And I was like, and it totally threw me for a loop because I had never heard it before. But then I really realized, I was like, oh, like dating white girls is like a no. Like, I'm not supposed to do this at all. And the thing is, it was more so because her parents was like, she gave me the type of warning, like, yeah, so like, we got to keep this like right here in this class. I probably shouldn't even be seen walking out the school with you. That's how I took it anyway. And there was no harm. Super cool. I don't believe she is in the slightest bit prejudiced or racist at all. I mean, hey, shoot, she was feeling me. You did it. But the feeling was mutual. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. But no, I was put on notice. I want to say, shoot, all of us Freeport kids, at least. I think we at least had the discussion between 12 to 15 about what that would look like. And if we better or better not do it. So yeah. Oh yeah. That is definitely that was one of the things I was just like, ooh. And the thing is though, see, and the catch-22, and this is just some more Freeport talk for y'all. The catch-22 about that is I'm related to half of Freeport. So it's really slim pickings for me to find somebody that don't have a half of a DNA strand that aligns with mine. So I kind of, at the same time, gotta date somebody of a different race or accept the fact that if I do venture out with my own kind, we sharing a couple cousins.
Somewhere down the line, there's going to be some type of attachment.
Yeah. And sometimes it ain't too far.
And sometimes it ain't too far. Or sometimes
the second cousin was my first cousin. I was like, whoa, wait, this ain't incest, right?
well, hold on. But another problem with that is the fact that, and this is probably, I'm just speaking for Freeport, but it's probably a worldwide thing.
Mm-hmm.
Black people accept or will start calling this person your cousin just because her mama and your mama been friends since high school.
Man, listen.
So our fucking shit is all fucked up.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because I ain't gonna lie. I think a couple moms steered me away from their daughters with the cousin line just because they knew what the vibe was. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, wait, she was like, none of us. Wait, who? I mean, I'm not trying to speak a little about pops. I was like, well, I know he was nailing the crosses, but I don't think he got y'all. I don't think him or his brothers got y'all. I don't think that happened. So no, you're right. You're onto something with that. Yeah, that's why I don't do play cousins at all because I'm really out here trying to beat. And so, but that is just one of the things that you got to deal with, especially being black in Freeport at the time. But yes, man, I forgot where we were going. Oh yeah, Hogan being racist.
Yeah, Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. So Hulk Hogan, hey, and again, I get it. And I don't, and the thing is, as a grown man, I'm not looking up to him now anyway, even though I heard he got baptized. So salute, to Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan, for, coming to Christ. You know what I'm saying? And he's been out the way. And I see now that Vince McMahon is out the picture, they got Hogan back in with TKO Endeavor, and he doing like different like ads and things like that. 40 years of WrestleMania. They're not bringing them out to the arenas though, and they're not bringing them out to the stadiums because they know. I'm glad that they are aware, but they still doing their best to pay homage to a guy that helped build what we're looking at today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, no matter how we personally feel, Hulk Hogan is the first megastar of sports entertainment, wrestling. And I say that because, hey, he's before the Jordan era. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that many cameras around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There weren't that many cameras around when Muhammad Ali or Wilt Chamberlain were doing their thing. So the first like athlete that wasn't at the Olympics to be known globally.
Like, a megastar.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, Hulk Hogan, the character and what he represented, I'll always mess with it because that's the 7-year-old in me. You know what I mean? That's the 7-year-old in me. But hey, as an adult, I'm like, yo, it's kind of wild. But at the same time, I know a lot of dads that don't want their daughters dating rap niggas either. So
black dads that don't want their daughters dating rap niggas. So
those are stone cold facts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to give you the facts. We're not here to engage in hyperbole here. That's what it really is.
Okay, so before we get off of Hogan,
Okay.
give me your take on No Holds Bar.
Oh, masterpiece. In a word, rest in peace, Tiny Lister Jr., aka Debo, aka Zeus.
Zeus.
You know what I'm saying? Because hey, look, when I saw Friday, that was Zeus.
That was Zeus. That was Zeus.
Hey yo, listen, No Holds Bar. You couldn't tell me that wouldn't fire. I love that movie. I rented it several times until it was on HBO. I watched it every time it came on HBO. I love that movie. It's it's corny. It's corny as fuck now. But like what, third or fourth grade year old me don't know that. Like
right.
Oh, No Holds Barred, rip them. Like I'm going crazy. I'm going nuts. You know what I'm saying? So no, yeah, I love that movie. I love that movie.
So yeah, we most definitely couldn't talk about Hawk without bringing up No Holds Barred.
Yeah, hey, for sure. Right. Hey, yeah, hey. Yes, you know it. Hey, listen. Because I'm like Suburban Commando and with Three Ninjas or whatever. I don't know, all that other stuff. Whatever.
No.
Because I'm getting old and I'm like, yo, nah, this ain't it. But No Holds Barred though.
Don't get me wrong. I like Suburban Commando. I did like Suburban Commando growing up. But you also got 2 years on me, so I was still kind of, still a little childish.
Hey, look, and listen, I gave it a couple runs because it was Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was some things, and I was just like, okay, I think I get it. I was like, but no Holds Barred, No Holds Barred. Like every single time. Hey, and also, hey, Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3. Thunder Lips. The
Thunder Lips.
Nail. Again,
Thunder Lips.
It ain't by mistake, y'all. The 80s, the 80s knew what they was doing. The cross promo of all this stuff is too real. It's too real. So, yo, when you talk about Mr. T, you talk about Sylvester Stallone, Michael J. Fox, Hulk Hogan, like they're all synonymous with each other. Like there was a time where all their worlds collided and overlapped, and it was just like, oh wow, if you see them here, you see them there. So, shoot, hey, Carl Weathers and Sylvester Stallone also were in Rambo with Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yes.
Hey, like, yo, it's hard to get away from these guys, and that's why it's like, I mean, I get what y'all saying, but I'm just not casting Hulk Hogan out of my life because I lived through the 80s. I can't do it.
He was most definitely a part of the upbringing.
You know what I'm saying? Man, so yeah, that's man. I'm glad we had that conversation about the just the 80s superstars, both TV, movie. We've gotten into a little music. The ones we wanted to be like, the ones that inspired us, some of the great moments. That was awesome, man. This is the Made in 1980 show, and the one thing I want to do on this show is I want to share some theories. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of out of this world theories, Wang, and I want to throw them out there to the people. You're fortunate enough, or maybe unfortunate enough, to get the thing I want to talk about this today, because I don't want people to think I just say this stuff and I'm dodging like conversation or criticism or backlash from it, right?
Right.
And it's honestly a perfect segue into what we're just talking about with Hulk Hogan and dating white girls and Freeport and all this. So, Camp's theory for the week. We did for the week. I believe that you can tell how racist a white person is by the way their dog reacts to you. Sound crazy. Sound crazy. I know. But listen, y'all hear me out. Hear me out.
You don't sound crazy though.
Hey, yo, I've seen and ran from a lot of dogs in my day. And even as a grown man, certain things just don't line up if you are who you say you are. If I am walking by and maybe a dog looks, because I'm unfamiliar, and that's fine. But if he might like sniff around and maybe keep walking or whatever, okay, you cool. You cool. If a dog with a white owner if it sees me from far away, and as I get closer, it just barks and it's like, like the panting, like, it's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily I don't really think that's the gauge, because I know some of y'all are thinking like, oh, but dogs, they're just happy to see people. Yeah, some are. But if I'm in just visible distance and your dog is violently barking uncontrollably, and if I get too close, it's jumping up or it's trying to get out of a door or out of a window or it's hopping up, you racist as hell. You racist as hell. You don't have no black people in your life. Like, when you're, this is just me, this is my theory. If I'm walking by and your dog starts going crazy and the barks sound ultra violent, that means that you don't even like Wayne Brady or Will Smith. You don't like no black people. They don't even see black people on the TV screen, let alone in your everyday life. And that is how I know you are absolutely racist, sir or madam. If your dog is uncontrollable around black flesh, you're racist.
I can see that theory due to the fact of this dog is reacting to something that is completely and totally unfamiliar.
Yeah.
He's not reacting because you're close to the house or trying to protect the house. He's reacting to, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Why does this thing that looks like my owner not look like my owner?
Yeah, that's what be happening. That's what be happening. Hey, listen.
He talks like my owner. He talks like my owner. He stands upright like my owner. Has the same appendages, and everything like my owner. But he don't look like my owner.
Yeah.
Or none of the friends of my owner.
Hey.
Or none of the people my owner watch on that square thing that sits on the stand.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
So like this dog is barking at you like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you?
It's a fact. It's happening. It's happening. Hey, yo. Hey, so listen. I officially can tell how many black people are in white people's lives by the way their dogs react. Hey, listen, y'all might think I'm totally crazy, or maybe, just maybe, I'm one of the greatest thinkers of all time. I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide later. I plan to be here for a long time. Like I'm telling you. But yo, my theory is, we're going to bring it right back around. I can tell how racist white people are by the way their dogs react to black people. Like this.
I'm not going to dispute. I give you a backstory.
Yo.
That same scenario. Had a buddy. This is when I was living in Iowa.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Guy named Josh. Josh, real good friend of mine. Whole time I was in Iowa, me and Josh was rocking.
Nice.
His parents loved me.
Mm.
His grandfather, though, not so much. Now, I never got to meet his grandfather.
Okay.
His grandfather passed.
Oh.
He had
I got a real bad joke, right? Real bad.
The grandfather passed, and his grandfather had was a German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, leaving school, Mom, finna go to Josh's house. All right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Get around there. I knock on the door, and the way Josh kind of slid out the door, like squeezed through the door. Hey, man, what's up, man? You play some video games, something? Yeah, I probably shouldn't let you come in the house.
Cool.
Oh, you're like, something wrong? He gives me the rundown. Like, he's afraid to give me the rundown because he don't want me to look at him different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was like, yo, we cool. I promise the guy we cool.
He was like, it was like, it's not you. He was like, my grandfather, he just passed, and he had this dog, and the man purposely raised, get them niggers.
Hey.
Nigger get close, you bite them.
Listen.
So until they found somewhere to do something to do with the dog, Josh was like, bro, my parents are not going to let you in the house because we don't know what the dog is going to do.
Oh, shit. Yo. I'm going to tell you why I believe you. 1,000%. Because I seen a movie on this exact thing. Have you ever saw the movie White Dog?
No, I haven't.
Fam. Okay.
Yo, no, I have not.
All my life. Yo, again, back to 227. I seen this later in life. Remember the slumlord Julian C. Barlow?
Yes.
He in the movie, and I forget homegirl, but she was an empty nest. I think her last name was like Nichols, like Aaron Nichols or something like that. I'm probably butchering her name, and I apologize. But in 1982, matter of fact, 1982, they're in a movie called White Dog. And the movie is about this actress, this white woman, this actress, who is in love with this like big fluffy white dog, and it's so nice and sweet. And she's like cuddling it, but it's a big ass like dog. And she buys it from off of some like farmer, some white farmer guy, 2 kids or whatever. And everything is cool. But on the flip, the white dog starts seeing black people and starts going crazy like he murders black people. The dog, once he sees black people, it starts like convulsing, like, and then it starts charging and like just annihilating black people. It's biting them in the neck. It's like killing them, and it's wild. And so the girl, I forgot what made her do it, but she sent them for like obedience training. And it was a whole thing in the black guy and the white guy running it. So like when the white guy is talking to her, to have him, I think she's like maybe have him dog sit because I think she's going back to like do a movie or something like that. Dog is cool. The dog see Julian Barlow and goes nuts. He started charging him, and then he's running after him, and he like, whoa, wait, what the deal? Like, because he got the pads on all that. The dog is biting through the pads. And he was like, that's a white dog. She was like, yeah, of course it's the white. She was like, no, this is a dog that hate black people. Because this 80s dialogue is so crazy. So I don't want to give away the end of the movie, but dog, and one of the scenes, the dog see a black dude because it get loose. So it's a white dog on the loose. The dog see a black dude, I think he was hopping like out of a van or something, and he chased him into a church and kill him in the church. It's a bloodbath in the church. He come out blood all over his face. He done ate the black man to death, bit the black man to death. So that's how I know what you're saying. It's 100% fact, because when I was 1 year old and when you were about to be born, there was a movie that was already out that was called White Dog, about dogs that kill black people. And it is the most insane thing I've ever seen. And I was like, yo, this is still happening. In the 90s, I was like, yo, this is still happening. Like,
it's still happening.
So yeah, so hey, look, just as another reference, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to race bait every episode. I'm just telling you the things that I go through as a black man and what I've definitely went through. And some people and they dogs, they cool, we kick it. I'm like, hey, get off me, because I don't like people on my person in general, but they cool. But when y'all dogs be going off the meter, you're racist. And there's a movie that proves it. So I know without ever hearing this wasn't even in the show prep, y'all. Listen, he telling the truth. And there's dogs out there like that exists. And if your grandparents or potentially your great grandparents, because they at that age where now the truth just gonna fly, ask them. They got white dogs out there.
Ask them.
They gonna tell you now. They gonna tell you now.
I'm gonna start saying that shit. Oh, that's a white dog. I'm good for what color it is. That's a white dog.
Yeah, that's a white dog. You're right. Oh, yeah, we watching you too, Ren 1010. We got you.
Watching your ass. That's a white dog.
Heck yeah. Oh my God. Oh man. Yo, hey,
you just started some shit.
Yeah, I might have, man. I might have. Hey, listen, we having such a great time with the show, man. Hey, we gotta stop this right here. We have one more topic. We're gonna save it. We gotta bring it back, man. We having too good of a time, man. I think we've covered enough today. I think we gave a lot of game.
We showing these 90s and millennial babies what it's like to be an 80s baby.
Yeah, hey, straight up. Hey, yo. Hey,
this is the reason why y'all don't want to fuck with us.
Right, hey, exactly. If you ever thought the 80s wasn't real, here's your proof that it's realer than you ever could imagine. We just throwing it out there to y'all straight like that. Man, thank you again for coming on the show, my brother, man.
Man, no problem, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, this is made in the 1980s. We hope you enjoyed what you heard today. And we hope to hear from you and see you next time. And know that it's always love.